Hello everyone. Welcome to the latest video on our channel. Today, CEO James will have an important meeting to review the company's business situation. But amidst the intense workload, a shocking rumor suddenly emerges. Is Diep pregnant? This rumor spreads quickly, leaving Tong unable to sit still. He directly confronts CEO James, pushing everything to a climax. What is the truth behind this? And under all this pressure, James seeks out Diep, offering her words of encouragement and comfort. Will their love be strong enough to withstand the storm? Stay tuned until the end of the video to find out the answer. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest developments. In the early morning sunlight, Diep begins her day with a familiar task, harvesting papayas. The ripe, golden fruits dangle from the branches, releasing a gentle fragrance. She carefully reaches out, touching each fruit, feeling its plumpness and the cool, smooth texture of its skin. With every papaya she picks, Diep feels a sense of joy and fulfillment. This is not just work for her, it is her passion, nurturing each tree, watching them grow, and bearing fruit. Today, the papaya orchard is heavier with fruit than usual, signaling a bountiful harvest. As she gathers the papayas into her basket, Diep looks up and takes a deep breath. The fresh morning air, the soft breeze carrying the scent of earth and greenery, fills her with peace. A new day has begun, promising many beautiful things ahead. The important meeting led by CEO James took place with the participation of branch directors from various sectors, including agriculture, construction, and media. The atmosphere was serious yet highly strategic, highlighting James's leadership as he aimed to review business results and set future directions. Right from the start, James applied pressure by demanding accurate figures on production, revenue, and profit. This demonstrated his practical leadership style and strong focus on the company's financial efficiency. When Ms. Thao reported on the agricultural sector, her cautious approach in presenting the numbers was evident. James's insistence on specific and precise figures showed his commitment to minimizing errors in business operations. During the media department's report, Mr. Sun presented promising results. However, James didn't just passively listen, he looked further ahead. He emphasized the rapid rise of TikTok and proposed focusing on young KOLs to expand market reach. This revealed his keen business insight and ability to adapt to emerging trends. For Tuan, who managed the wood production facility, his report painted a different picture: hardworking employees, high productivity, and strong profits. Yet, James remained firm in requesting exact numbers, underscoring his meticulous nature and ensuring that no sector was overlooked. Overall, CEO James proved to be a decisive and pragmatic leader, deeply involved in the company's affairs. The meeting was not just about summarizing revenue, it helped the directors better understand the company's growth strategy. This was a crucial step in strengthening the company's market position and driving further expansion. Under the gentle morning sunlight, Diep carefully arranged the fresh papayas on her market stall, smiling softly as the first customers stopped by. The lively chatter and bustling exchanges filled the air, creating a warm and vibrant atmosphere. Yet, amidst the crowd, whispers began to spread. A group of women standing nearby murmured in hushed voices about Diep. "I think Diep is pregnant. I saw her asking about pregnancy symptoms yesterday. They say she's in love with some company director. James probably got her pregnant and then left her. Poor Diep." The rumors rippled through the market, creeping into the air like a chilling breeze. Diep remained focused on her sales, but her hands briefly hesitated upon hearing those words. She lowered her head, trying to appear composed, yet deep inside, a storm of emotions stirred. No one knew the truth, but the rumors kept spreading like wildfire. When Tong heard the rumor that Diep was pregnant, he couldn't keep his emotions in check. A surge of anger welled up inside him. But when he finally faced Diep, instead of blaming her or lashing out, he chose to show gentle concern. Their meeting began with a sense of distance yet was filled with nostalgia. Diep remained polite and formal as she invited Tong inside, while he intently watched her, searching for answers in her eyes. At first, their conversation revolved around simple topics: work, life, and the time they had spent apart. But gradually, Tong steered the discussion toward what he truly wanted to know: the relationship between Diep and James. His worries became evident when he finally asked the question weighing on his heart. "Are you pregnant?" His voice lowered, filled with both concern and sorrow. The moment James's name was mentioned, Tong's emotions shifted into a deep sadness. "James, he got you pregnant and then left. I was wrong." His words weren't just an accusation toward James, they carried his own guilt. Perhaps he blamed himself for not being there for Diep, for letting her end up in this situation. Tong arrived with anger, but he left with a heavy heart. Before this meeting, James was entirely focused on his work. He had no idea about the rumors spreading outside. In his mind, only one thing mattered. Today, he would meet Diep to propose. But everything took an unexpected turn when Tong arrived, filled with anger and demanding answers. Tong couldn't contain his emotions after hearing the entire village gossiping about Diep's pregnancy. His question was laced with both fury and pain. How could you get Diep pregnant and then abandon her? James was stunned. He had no clue what was happening. Trying to stay calm, James asked Tong to sit down and talk things through. But the more he listened, the more confused he became. Diep is pregnant? How is that even possible? His words weren't just filled with shock but also a hint of panic. Tong didn't believe him. To him, there's no smoke without fire. He was convinced that James was avoiding responsibility. But James firmly stated, "We've never slept together. There's no way she's pregnant with my child." At that moment, the story took a different turn. If James was telling the truth, then why was this rumor spreading? What had actually happened? And what situation was Diep really in? Doubts swirled in James's mind. He didn't argue much, nor did he get angry. Instead, he simply said one decisive sentence before walking away: "I'm going to see Diep." The meeting between James and Diep was an emotional moment, where both revealed their insecurities, worries, and the deep wounds in their relationship. James arrived with a mix of love and concern. He wanted to see Diep, to understand what she was going through. His care was evident in his gentle yet protective words. "Why didn't you come home last night? I waited for you." He wasn't blaming her, he was simply worried, hoping she would open up more about her life. Diep, on the other hand, was filled with self-doubt. She loved James but didn't know how to express her feelings. She feared the gap between them was too vast. He was a successful, wealthy man, while she was a lonely, struggling woman. This insecurity made her withdraw, creating an invisible barrier that James could sense. The conversation reached its peak when Diep confessed that the doctor had diagnosed her as pregnant. James's shock was inevitable since they had never been intimate. But instead of reacting negatively, he chose to stay calm and reassure her. "Before we jump to conclusions, we need to stay calm." In that moment, James proved his love and protection for Diep. He didn't doubt her or turn his back on her. He immediately focused on finding the truth. His words carried a silent promise: "Stay calm. I'm here with you." And then, he left, perhaps to seek answers, or to shield the woman he loved from the storm ahead. This moment marks James's growth and sense of responsibility. He didn't let rumors control him but instead took the initiative to seek the truth. A phone call with Vin, a medical professional, gave him a more realistic perspective. Symptoms like nausea and dizziness could have many causes, not necessarily pregnancy, but to be certain, Diep needed a proper medical checkup. His words, "I can't abandon her now," revealed his true nature, a man of integrity who genuinely loved Diep. No matter what happened, he wanted to protect and care for her. Now, the most important thing to James wasn't the rumors or societal pressure, but Diep's health and well-being. He wouldn't let her face these worries alone. Perhaps his next step would be convincing Diep to go to the hospital, ensuring they uncovered the truth together. James is trying to reassure Diep with logic, but he can't completely hide his concern. He doesn't doubt her, rather, he wants to uncover the truth scientifically instead of believing baseless rumors. His decision to contact a doctor shows his sense of responsibility and his deep desire to protect Diep. Diep, on the other hand, is overwhelmed with fear. An irrational sense of guilt makes her worry that James might leave her. But his words, "Even if the child isn't mine, I still care for you," serve as the strongest affirmation of his love. Perhaps James's next step will be taking Diep for a medical checkup to clarify everything. This moment marks a major test in their relationship. Can they stand together through the storm? Or will doubts and societal pressure tear them apart? This is a heartwarming moment between James and Diep, where he not only reassures her but also tries to help with household chores, sharing her burdens. Despite being a busy CEO, James takes the time to care for Diep, watering the vegetables, tending to the chickens, and even wanting to cook for her. This reflects his genuine love and deep concern for her, regardless of their social differences. However, just as he's helping Diep, James receives a work call, reminding them both that he can't completely escape the responsibilities and pressures of being a businessman. This could foreshadow the challenges they'll have to face together in the future. And what about Diep? Does she feel truly happy having James by her side? Or are there still unspoken worries lingering in her heart? The story between James and Diep is becoming deeper and more touching. This is not just an ordinary dinner but a moment where they share their thoughts, worries, and sincere love. Although James is a busy CEO, he still makes time for Diep, reassures her, and shows that no matter what happens, he will always be by her side. As for Diep, she is gradually opening up, expressing her feelings, and learning to share more with James. James's words about love break all barriers between wealth and poverty, and his desire for a better future with Diep proves that he is truly serious about this relationship. But can Diep completely let go of her insecurities and truly believe in James's love? It seems like their story will still face many challenges ahead, but their love is growing stronger. Would you like to continue developing more details for this story? The story of James and Diep is gradually unfolding with so many emotions and challenges. Can love truly overcome all barriers? Will Diep have the courage to trust and rely on James? Or are there still secrets yet to be revealed? What do you think about this situation? Leave your thoughts in the comments so we can discuss together. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next developments. See you in the next video.